Significant observations pertaining to action of agencies, especially the Enforcement Directorate. The top court has cautioned over indiscriminate seizure of devices, especially from media professionals facing probe. The top court, while hearing a plea by the Foundation for Media Professionals, observes that the current situation of the seizure of digital devices by the Enforcement Directorate is dangerous and noted the absence of guidelines and scope for misuse. Now, the court called for a balancing act and declared that guidelines must be issued for the exercise of powers. The top court said such unchecked power to seize devices can't be accepted, and if the agency wants, the court is ready to lay down guidelines. However, it would advise the agency to formulate such guidelines on its own. Now, the plea by Foundation for Media Professionals highlighted the inadequacy of existing laws originally designed for physical searches and seizures to address the complex challenges posed by digital spaces. But I will be joined by my colleague Harish live on the broadcast for more details. Harish, appreciate you joining us on Mirror Live. Now, the Supreme Court has cautioned over seizures, something that was long coming, but looks like this plea has sort of achieved what it wanted to achieve via the Supreme Court observations today.
Yes, that's right. Remember, this issue has been at the core of several recent seizures related to arrests of media professionals, including this issue had also figured during the NewsClick case. So today, Supreme Court has made very significant remarks as far as seizure of digital devices is concerned, saying seizure of digital devices of media professionals is a very serious matter. Better guidelines on digital seizure are needed to protect media professionals, and Centre's Council has been asked to take instructions regarding guidelines and come back to the court on December 6th. The court also very significantly said that it cannot be, we cannot be a state which is run through its agencies. So very significant remarks. The court was hearing PIL filed by Foundation for Media Professionals, which had sought comprehensive guidelines on search and seizure of digital devices by probe agencies. Supreme Court orally remarked that seizure of digital devices of media professionals is a very serious matter. Protection of journalist sources is important. Better guidelines on digital seizure are needed to protect media professionals. Supreme Court bench led by Justice Sanjay Kishan Kaul says that Centre must frame guidelines on seizure of electronic devices of journalists by government agencies to protect the rights of media persons, and made a very significant observation like there has to be a balancing of interest and better guidelines needed to be in place to protect media professionals. We would like the Additional Solicitor General to work on this and come back on this issue in view of the aspect that privacy is held to be a fundamental right. The court said that you should have better guidelines. You want us to do it, we will do it, but I think you should do it yourself. It cannot be a state which is run through your own agencies. You should analyze what kind of guidelines are required for safety. It is not counterproductive. We will give you time. So now the Centre has been given time to draft guidelines regarding seizure of electronic devices possessed by the media professionals. And these very significant remarks came during the hearing of a PIL filed by Foundation for Media Professionals, who had sought comprehensive guidelines on search and seizure of digital devices by probe agencies. Back to you.